The next budget would be a model one, says BIDA's chairman Ashik Chaudhry, announces $800 million foreign investment in Laldia terminal, Chattogram. The message of July-August uprising martyrs is no one in next generation should die to realize their rights, says Dr. Ali Riaz. Verdict of bombing in Chayanot Bangla New Year celebration at Romna Botumul due on Tuesday. Jamaat leader Azhar's appeal hearing deferred to May the 27th. Government formed Tribunal 2 to speed up trials. Trial of fascist Awami League is a must, says Information Advisor Mahfouz Alam in his Facebook post. BNP Secretary-General Mirza Fakhrul Islam Alamgir says reform is an ongoing process, but BNP always favours change of state power through election. Challenges need to be faced with efficiency to build a prosperous Bangladesh, says Army Chief General Waqar-uz-Zaman. The 164th birth anniversary of poet laureate Rabindranath Tagore today. The event will be marked by 3-day-long celebrations. Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif pledges revenge of the killings of innocent civilians in Indian airstrikes in Pakistan. And Bangladesh will face Maldives in the inaugural match of SAF Under-19 Football Championship in India tomorrow. Assalamu alaikum. Those were headlines from News at 10. I'm Mahmoud Rahman. We'll move on now to the details. A meeting of the National Consensus Commission was held with Chief Advisor Professor Mohammad Yunus in the chair. The meeting was held at the State Guest House, Jamuna, this afternoon. The meeting reviewed the progress of the overall activities of the Commission. Chief Advisor and Chief of the Commission, Professor Mohammad Yunus, urged to finalise the next phase of talks with the political parties quickly. He appreciated the positive outlook of the political parties on reforms in the first phase of the talks. National Consensus Commission Vice President Professor Ali Riaz, its members Dr. Bodiul Alam Mojumdar, Dr. Iftikharuzzaman, Justice Imdadul Haq, Safaraj Hussain and Dr. Muhammad Ayub Mia were present at the meeting. Law, Justice and Parliamentary Affairs Advisor Dr. Asif Nazrul, Planning Advisor Professor Wahiduddin Mahmood, Housing and Public Works Advisor Adilur Rahman Khan, Environment, Forest and Climate Change Advisor Sayyida Rizwana Hassan, Energy and Mineral Resources Advisor Muhammad Fawzul Kabir Khan and Information and Broadcasting Advisor Mahfouz Alam were present at the meeting, among others. A meeting of the July Shahid Sriti Foundation was held at the State Guest House, Jamuna, today. Chief Advisor and President of July Shahid Sriti Foundation, Professor Mohammad Yunus, presided over the meeting. The Chief Advisor inquired about the activities of the foundation. The meeting was informed that 12 legal aids have so far been provided to the families of the martyrs and the injured. In addition, 140 people have been provided psychosocial treatment. In the meantime, employment arrangements have been made for about 100 martyr families and the injured according to their qualifications. Members of the July Shahid Sriti Foundation were present at the meeting. After the meeting, Mir Mahbubur Rahman Snigdho briefed reporters about the details of the meeting outside Jamuna. He said he has resigned from the post of Chief Executive Officer of the July Shahid Sriti Foundation. From now on, he will serve as a member of the Foundation's Board of Directors. Lieutenant Colonel retired Kamal Akbar has been appointed as the new Chief Executive Officer of July Shahid Sriti Foundation. Bangladesh Investment Development Authority BIDA Executive Chairman Chaudhry Ashik Mahmood bin Harun on Thursday announced that an $800 million investment will be made centering existing container terminal at Laldia Chor on the southeast bank of the Karnapuli River in Chittagong. Chaudhry Ashik Mahmood bin Harun, also executive chairman of Bangladesh Economic Zones Authority, BEZA, made the statement while briefing journalists after visiting Laldia Chor in Pottinga area in the city earlier this morning. Press Secretary to the Chief Advisor Shafiqul Alam, Deputy Press Secretary Muhammad Abul Kalam Azad Majumdar and Chairman of Chittagong Port Authority CPA Rear Admiral S.M. Muniruzzaman, among others, were present at the event. BIDA Executive Chairman said our target has been set to handle 7.8 million TEUs, 20 equivalent units of containers annually by the year 2030 by making operational all the container handling facilities, including Matarbari Deep Sea Port, with globally reputed port operators. Chief Advisor's Press Secretary Shafiqul Alam said present interim government's objective is to bring multi-billion-dollar FDI along with generation of hundreds of jobs for the unemployed and transforming Bangladesh into a global factory. The country has never seen such a pro-business and pro-investment friendly head of state like Professor Mohammad Yunus in the past, he said. He also said the chief advisor had efficiently pursued economic diplomacy during every foreign tour, including those in New York, Davos and Qatar. The BIDA chairman mentioned that a committee has been formed to establish a free trade zone in the country, with Anwara being explored as a potential location. Vice Chairman of the National Consensus Commission, Dr. Ali Riaz, stated that the enduring message of the martyrs of the July-August uprising is that no future generation should ever be compelled to sacrifice their lives for their rights. He made the statement during his opening speech at a meeting between the National Consensus Commission and the Bhashani Followers Council held at Jatiyo সংসদ Bhavan this morning. Dr. Riaz said that the National Consensus Commission is working with the goal of establishing a democratic state free from fascism and based on accountability. At the same time, the convener of the Bhashani Followers Council emphasized the need to build a reformed Bangladesh where fascism and authoritarianism can never rise again. The court has commenced verdict proceedings today in the death reference and appeals related to the 2001 Romna Botumul bombing case carried out during Chayanot's Pohela Boishakh celebrations. The verdict reading started in the High Court bench of Justice Mustafa Zaman Islam and Justice Nasreen Akhtar. However, no final judgment regarding the sentences was announced today. The court stated that the verdict reading will conclude on Tuesday, May the 13th. It will be revealed on that day whether the sentences of the accused will be upheld. The 2001 bombing killed 10 people and injured many others. The hearing on the appeal filed by Jamaat-e-Islami leader ATM Azharul Islam seeking acquittal from his death sentence in a war crimes case concluded today. The full and regular bench of the Appellate Division, led by Chief Justice Dr. Syed Rifat Ahmed and comprising 7 justices, completed the hearing. The verdict is scheduled to be delivered on May the 27th. Following the hearing, Azharul Islam's lawyer, Advocate Shishir Munir, told reporters that his client was a victim of syndicated injustice. He added that a verdict of acquittal based on false testimonies and irrational evidence would help cleanse the judiciary of a long-standing stain. On the same day, the tribunal's hearing also concluded. After the session, prosecutor Ghazi Monwar Hussain Tamim stated that the law originally founded with good intentions had been misused over the past 15 years. He emphasized that the restructured tribunal does not support judgments based on fabricated witnesses or baseless evidence. The Health Sector Reform Commission has submitted its final set of recommendations to Chief Advisor Professor Mohammad Yunus, with special emphasis on 8 clusters to make health system pro-people. The reform proposals include introduction of free primary health care and the establishment of an independent health sector cadre service. The major recommendations include banning of direct drug promotion to doctors, free of cost care for 20% ultra-poor, 25% of prescriptions must use generic names, VAT and tax should be totally exempted from cancer and diabetes medicines. The Reform Commission suggested that essential drug lists must be updated every 2 years. Essential Drug Company Limited, EDCL, should be modernized, and to ensure high quality of drugs, strategic procurement would be made from private firms. It also suggested segregation of health education and health services, complete elimination of fraudulent middlemen in the healthcare systems. The Health Sector Reform Commission has proposed recognizing primary healthcare as the fundamental rights of our citizens through necessary amendment to the Constitution. Information and Broadcasting Advisor Mohammad Mahfuz Alam said the government encourages healthy competition among newspapers and wants to see the industry thrive through ethical practices. He told this at a view exchange meeting with the Newspaper Owners Association of Bangladesh, দ-০৮, at the Ministry's conference room today. The advisor said the government has already begun implementing the recommendations of the Media Reform Commission and seeks cooperation of all stakeholders to implement those reforms. During the meeting, দ-০৮ President A.K. Azad said that over the past 12 to 13 years, both the circulation and advertising revenue of print newspapers have significantly declined. A.K. Azad also stressed the need for restructuring the wage board and proposed the formation of the board through a search committee to ensure transparency and fairness. Prothom Alo editor Motiur Rahman, Daily Star editor Mahfuz Alam, the Daily Shongbad editor Altaf Mas Kabir, the Financial Express editor Shamsul Haq Zahid, and the Daily Kordoba editor Muzammal Haq, among others, were present at the discussion. In the meeting, দ-০৮ proposed the establishment of a permanent media commission to oversee long-term reforms and stability in the sector. Information and Broadcasting Advisor Mahfuz Alam has vowed that the Awami League, which he described as fascist, will be brought to justice. He made this pledge in a Facebook post on Thursday evening. Mahfuz Alam stated that provisions will be included to ensure the trial of the Awami League as a political party. The trial of the Fascist League is inevitable, he added. Earlier that afternoon, he posted about the departure of former President Abdul Hamid of what he called the fallen government. In a post titled Explanation or Reality, he wrote on his Facebook, "Power has multiple centers of gravity. As a result, the government bears the responsibility for actions, but the execution is carried out by other centers of power. A democratic transformation cannot be achieved through makeshift solutions. A new political arrangement is necessary." Mahfuz Alam further stated that political parties have not played a supportive role since December. The Information and Broadcasting Advisor added that the government and all stakeholders have failed when it comes to justice for the martyrs and the wounded. Mahfuz Alam concluded by calling for everyone to unite and strike against fascist forces and their agents, asserting that students must be ensured their rightful stake within the state and establishment. The government has formed the International Crimes Tribunal ICT2 with former Justice of the High Court Division of Bangladesh Supreme Court Nazrul Islam Chaudhry as its chairman. Retired District and Sessions Judge Mohammad Manjurul Bachid and Madaripur District and Sessions Judge Nur Mohammad Shariar Kabir have been appointed as members of the tribunal. A notification has been issued by the Law and Justice Division in this regard today. The tribunal too was formed considering several issues, including the number of complaints and accusations received by the International Crimes Tribunal, the need for speedy trial and disposal of the cases. Chief of Army Staff General Waqar Zaman has said that strategic leadership is essential and contemporary challenges must be tackled with competence to build a prosperous Bangladesh. He said this while speaking as the chief guest at the concluding ceremony of the Capstone Course 2025 held at the National Defence College in Mirpur. The Army Chief said that in a rapidly changing global context, Capstone Course plays a significant role in shaping a self-reliant and capable nation for the future and in developing cohesive leadership.
You are coming from various sectors. You will be the policymakers. You are the policymakers. You are the prominent persons who would make the policies, understand the strategies. and give the direction, for which you need strategic acumen, you need deep knowledge about the security issues, global issues, geopolitical issues, geographical challenges that we are having. You can well imagine where we are located and where are the vulnerabilities that we have, what we need to increase, what we need to do. Thereby you suggest government, and definitely government will listen to you. We have a lot of think tanks. They're working day in, day out, proposing many issues, many suggestions, many recommendations, but I'm not very sure that government is taking those recommendations or not. I'm sure that we have to find out a ways and means that whatever that things are coming out that reaches to the government, and of course in their policy making, they take due cognizance of it. And I personally feel this is a wonderful platform where you had the opportunity to enrich your knowledge.
A total of 32 participants, including senior officials from the Army, Air Force, Navy, police, government and private organizations, senior physicians and journalists, attended the 3-week strategic leadership training course. NDC Commandant Lieutenant General Mohammad Shahid, along with military and civilian officials, representatives from media and government and private sectors were present at the concluding ceremony. Bangladesh Nationalist Party BNP is always in favor of election and change of state power through giving priority of people's aspirations. BNP Secretary General Mirza Fakhrul Islam Alamgir said this at a memorial meeting of former President of Supreme Court Bar Association, former Attorney General and BNP Chairperson's former advisor A.J. Muhammad Ali in the capital today. Reminding the long struggle of BNP for retrieving state reform and democracy, he said reform is a continuous process. Renowned lawyers, including BNP Standing Committee member Salahuddin Ahmed, former Speaker Barrister Zamiruddin Sarkar, and wife of late A.J. Muhammad Ali, were present at the program. At the beginning of the program, Holy Quran was recited. Later, special prayers were offered seeking peace of the departed soul. A 3-day first joint committee meeting on defense cooperation between Bangladesh and Saudi Arabia concluded in the capital today. It expressed the hope that the two countries of Muslim Brotherhood would work together in all fields, including military, in future. The meeting was considered as a significant progress to bolster bilateral military relations between the two countries and attaining mutual defense objectives. The historic meeting was also aimed at promoting mutual development, expanding strategic cooperation and joint military training, education, defense industry and exercise. Principal Staff Officer of AFD, Lieutenant General S.M. Kamrul Hassan, led the Bangladesh delegation at the meeting. In his concluding speech, leader of Bangladesh delegation, Lieutenant General S.M. Kamrul Hassan, described the meeting as an important milestone of friendly relations between the two countries. He emphasized determination that such cooperation would continue in future. Armed Forces Division, AFD, has organized the 3-day meet at AFD Multipurpose Hall at Dhaka Cantonment. The Anti-Corruption Commission, ACC, has summoned former UK Labour Party Minister Tulip Siddiq, niece of ex-Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, for interrogation. She has been asked to appear at the ACC headquarters at 10 a.m. on May the 14th. A notice signed by ACC Deputy Assistant Director and Investigation Officer Mohammad Abdullah Al-Mamun was issued in this regard. ACC Deputy Director Akhtarul Islam stated this to newsmen at a regular briefing at the Commission's head office today. He informed that the former British Minister had been summoned to give her statement on serious allegations of flat grabbing and forgery.